Happy almost Halloween, my friends, my lovely no-bots, which is what we call subscribers of this channel. I hope that you are having a fantastic spooky season, and if you're not into spooky season, that's okay too. I hope you're having a wonderful fall and looking forward to spending more time with friends and family. Today I have a special unboxing. This is from a company called Of Aspen that I have gotten their mystery theme sets a few times. They do predominantly stationery items, and they have some really lovely brands that they carry, but they also do these theme sets, and they kind of become more lifestyle boxes. So we'll get some other things like for the kitchen or for the home, and I do really enjoy them quite a bit, and I like a good mystery box. So when they do a drop, which you can get on the special email list for drops, I'm always looking and trying to get in there and decide which one I can fit into my budget. It's been a little bit tight for the last month or two because I am trying to get a bunch of Advent boxes for our Advent series that happens in the month of December, but they did two fabulous Halloween boxes last year, like almost like Halloween Advent boxes last year. And I did get in on one of them that I believe was $250, and I just knew I was not going to be able to do something like that this year. And so I was very excited when I learned that for their Halloween drop this time, they actually had quite a few different mystery theme sets or theme boxes. So when they do those drops, they'll kind of tell you how many items there are. They sort of categorize them by like how many large items, medium items, and small items. Like a small item would be maybe a sticker, a medium item is usually like a pen, and then like a large item would be like a mug or a really nice notebook. And they tell you how many, they tell you the price. All of the theme sets that they release in a given drop will be different price points. Some are well under $100 and some are occasionally over. And then they kind of tell you what the whole theme is. They'll tell you how many artists are represented because they are sort of a collective. They have a brick and mortar store as well as obviously an online shop. They'll tell you how many artists or brands are represented, and they'll also kind of give you an idea of the vibe of the box as well as the colors, the themes. So again, for the Halloween drop, I believe they had like 8 or 9, which is way more than they usually do in a product drop. So I was really excited, and I was also really excited because I was like, all right, I don't have to have feel the FOMO because I don't have $250 to allot to this box. So this is the Witch's Apothecary mystery theme set, which I like a little spooky, I like a little gothic, I like a little celestial, and this one just seemed like the most in line with something appropriate for the season, but also with colors and a vibe that I would really like. So it was priced at $95, so just under $100. I believe they have flat rate shipping for $9, so I think that applies to your whole box. But I have gotten 2, and I might have been charged separately for the shipping. I don't remember, but you guys can check out that unboxing because the last time I opened something from Of Aspen, it was actually, I got 2 boxes. So this is the Of Aspen's Halloween Harvest Fall Fair. That's what they're calling this drop. So the Witch's Apothecary Mystery Theme Set. Now I do pay for these, obviously. That's why I'm talking about budget so much. 13 items, 2 big, 2 medium, and 9 small. So a total of 13 items, which I just thought was kind of appropriate, right? Because 13 is that magical number. And 11 artists and brands represented, and the color scheme was purple, green, and black. Also very witchy. Let me just read you the description of the box that compelled me to go ahead and get it. It just comes in a really plain brown box, but it does say that it is their Halloween drop, and you can see that skull on there. But everything inside will be wrapped very nicely, I am sure. So the forest witch and her beloved apothecary lived in the heart of the ancient woods. Hidden amongst the whispering trees, the apothecary would travel wherever needed. All you had to do was tell a tree your intentions, and the forest witch would appear with her many jars and potions to help. Her shop was a haven of enchantment, where herbs and crystals spilled from every shelf and drawer. Days were spent brewing remedies that wove dreams into reality beneath the autumn forest canopy. Doesn't sound great? That sounds like way better than my pharmacy. I gotta tell you, like, I've been having some pharmacy woes, in all honesty. Just like miscommunication. They're like, you call the doctor, you call the pharmacy. I'm like, I've called both of you and you're not helping me. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Just some black tissue paper and of course of Aspen. She does call, Caroline calls the subscribers, or not subscribers, this is not a subscription, but those who purchase items and are like on the email list for the drops, she calls them little leaves, which I think is very sweet. So let me unpackage this and we'll see what we've got inside. So there's usually a bunch of packing peanuts, which is the case, and then there's usually a few little bundles. So let me see if I can find the bundles, and then there's a lot of packing peanuts. Okay, so I pulled everything out of the packing peanuts, but you can see there was a ton. I'm actually going to put that down on the ground beside me so it's out of my way. And then there's usually that little envelope, yes, with the invoice. So here we go. We've got our of Aspen. And of course, they have gorgeous washi tape because that's one of the many things that they do include sometimes. So inside, I have to open it carefully because sometimes there's like a nice little extra. They do always include an of Aspen sticker, which I don't honestly know what I would do with that. Then there's like kind of a more traditional little invoice here, but sometimes there's a handwritten note. It just says thank you in beautiful script. So there is a bonus sticker. So our bonus sticker this time, oh, this is kind of neat. It's almost like holographic. It says, admit one little leaf, Halloween Harvest Fall Fair. So we have a little golden ticket, an auburn ticket, but can you guys see it's like the burnished copper? It's really cool. I don't know what I will do with this, but it definitely kind of adds to the mystique and the feeling of going into this mysterious fair where you might find a booth with the witch's apothecary. I love it. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know what I'll put it on, but it is really a neat sticker. Very different, right? And then we have and they also include, when they are showing you the sort of theme to help you decide if you want to get it, they'll show you images, right? Sort of like kind of a mood board, which I like. So here's one of the images. This is a beautiful like fall fair. It almost looks like, a Christmas fair, but they're all decorated. Doesn't that look amazing? I think it looks like a fall fair versus like a village, right? Isn't that great? Don't you just want to walk into that lane? So let me go ahead and read for you. It says, welcome to Of Aspen's 2023 Halloween Harvest Fall Fair. Creativity starts when you let your mind wander, so come along and travel to the festival with us, little leaf. You know you're close when you smell apple cider and hear the vamp band playing. Through the autumn woods, follow the moss-covered steps to the fairgrounds, and you'll be greeted by the welcome table filled with all sorts of wholesome fall goodies. Don't worry, you already have your ticket. Whether you like crafting at Jack's Crafts, sinking your fangs into a good book at the Monster Bookshop, or letting your freak out at the Siren Baths, the fair has something for everyone. Pick up some trinkets from the Witch's Apothecary and collect a keepsake at the Pin Pavilion. Don't miss the annual lighting of the jack-o'-lanterns at the end of the night. It's just as magical as you could imagine. If you're like me, you can't wait for fall to finally come and spooky season to begin. I find myself running away to faraway lands in my head, and the Halloween Harvest Fall Fair is no different. If you need a place to escape to, no matter where you are, we have a realm to share. So I did actually receive this, I think, the very beginning of October, but I waited to film this and then share it with you on the day before Halloween because it just seemed like an appropriate time to post it. So she did send these out early enough for people to enjoy them during spooky season proper. So I have 3 different bundles in here, and one of them looks like it has a card. So let me slide that card out because it's probably our product card for this particular box. So yes, it was in this beautiful bundle. Isn't that lovely how they present it? And we have this image for, again, the Witch's Apothecary. I know, it's so pretty. They do a really nice job. It's kind of this matte finish on these nice cards. So you could definitely use these, right, as like art pieces. I think they're really neat. They're really great to have out for the fall season. So again, we have 13 items to go through. So I'm going to just prop it up in front of me and hopefully I can figure out what everything is. So besides this bundle, so that's a couple of the big items. You can kind of help me decide what the 2 big items and the 2 medium items are. We got this one. This is a bunch of medium items. And we got this box. So what should we start with? I think we'll start with, let's go with the big bundle first. So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap the ribbon. It might, sometimes they do like a double knot and I'm like, oh, well, I was going to save the ribbon, but I don't have time to necessarily mess with it here on camera. So let me see if I can slide it off without damaging anything. Or of course I can always use my trusty scissors. I don't have any spells or potions to help me get it off, but there's my purple ribbon. Love the presentation, of course. This is the Dragon Tree intention paper. So it says, plant the seeds of your desires in the universe with the magic of bay leaves. Oh, that's cool. So like instead of burning your intentions and having that go out into the atmosphere, you actually plant them with bay leaves. Bay leaves have been used to cast wishes since ancient times. This simple and powerful ritual aligns with your intentions and the magic of the universe to support the manifestation of your dreams. It's made by the Dragon Tree in Portland, Oregon. That's really cool. So it's got this neat envelope too, which I don't know if I can unwind or not. It's gonna take me a second or two. So this is, it tells you the intention ritual, it has instructions, and then you use these papers, of course, that have seeds in them. That's so cool. So you use wording your mind can accept, be realistic, but also make it a challenge, be specific, but not too specific, make it about you. And then, of course, it says, hold the paper between your palms and focus on your intention. Release that energy into the universe. Take a minute to bask in the potential. Prepare to receive. And then it says, if you feel moved, bury the paper ash. Oh, you do burn it. So then you bury it in your garden or sprinkle it in the forest to complete the cycle. So yes, you do build a fire and you do write on the actual piece of paper. And then you do actually burn it, I believe. Yes. Yes. Okay. So this is really cool. I'm going to see if I can find this. So this is, again, Dragon Tree Apothecary, from an actual company that says Apothecary in it, from Portland, Oregon. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, this is a really pretty notepad. So I think this notepad and notebook are probably our large items. And then I would say that the intention papers are probably one of our medium items. Look how cool this notepad is. Let me see. This is from Cognitive Surplus. They do mystery packs too, and I've opened a couple of those. Fantastic. I will say that both on Aspen and Cognitive Surplus, they sell out super fast. So if you want to be in on them, you have to always be checking. So this is the Poisonous Plants notepad. And again, they are also from Portland, Oregon. But look how beautiful and witchy that border is. And I love that it's not just stark white. It's kind of got like a weird, like surreal gray green color to it. Very cool. And then we have a proper journal, which I just love that they actually hand wrap all of these. So let me just go ahead and rip the paper. So I guess we're committed to this unboxing, which means I have a very limited of time to get through the rest of them. Look at this purple with this silver mushroom embossed on it. That is amazing. That is so, so cool. I'm trying to find it. This is, oh, so that was this Poisonous Plants notepad. This is the Silver Poisonous Plants journal from Cognitive Surplus as well. So like I said, there was 11 artists or brands. So there's one of our first duplicates. I love the purple. I love the rubber band. So pretty on the inside because they do all this sort of like scientific drawing styles. Very nice. Again, off-white, kind of a gray color with purple lines. It actually has little notches, so you could do it as a bullet journal, so it's almost like graph paper in there. Really cool. It even has a margin line, which you guys know I really like. I was hoping they were perforated pages. They're not, but I love this purple. It's really intense and very cool. And I really like Cognitive Surplus stuff, so I'm glad that they get featured a lot in of Aspen stuff. All right, let's open up this box because I feel like that would be the thing that you would gravitate towards. And you'd be like, please don't let there be a toad or something in there. So let me open it up. Oh goodness, there's all kinds of packing peanuts inside. Let's see what this could possibly be. I might have to guess by process of elimination. We have some stones that almost look like frog eggs in there or something. We have a few empty bottles. I have to figure out what this is. This must be, says jar of lavender and jar of witched hazel, crystal rock healing from Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. So yes, we have witch hazel, and then we have, I'm not sure what this one is, crystal rock, and then we have these. We have multiple, so I'm very confused. I'm assuming that's what this is. I haven't seen everything, so let's see. We have a bunch of these things. I'm not sure. But if that's the case, it doesn't have a label or anything on it. But we have rocks, an empty bottle, and then 3 bottles that have items for your potions in there. All right, by process of elimination, we'll figure out what that is. Let's go and check out all of our little items. That must be the other medium item, I would assume. All right, so we have 3 pens. Let me see if I can figure out which ones these are. This is a Tombow ABT pen, so it's a double-sided in that nice, deep, dark purple color. So this is Bewitched Tombow Dual Brush Pen. Of course, we love that big brush tip on one side, and then we have the finer tip on the other side, which I like. It's not super fine though. It's still kind of a nice felt pen. Great color. We also got this Jet Crow Jelly Roll pen from Japan, from Sakura, which is a great pen brand. I've used these for years and years and years. My favorite jelly roll pens once upon a time. So in nice black color. And then we got a green. So we did get promised our purple, greens, and blacks. So I love these Stabilo pens from Germany. This is the Metallic Toad. Is it really metallic? Ooh, how fun. The Metallic Toad Stabilo pen. Then we have, oh, here's our Witchuels from a company called Witchuels. It's Mugwort. So let me see if I can find this on here. Mugwort packet, Witchuels, Rituals, and Spellwork Apothecary, and this is from the UK. All right, that's cool that they were able to send that to us. We also got 2 teas. So we got an organic peppermint, which is caffeine free, and organic jasmine pearl, which is light caffeine. So we got 2 tea sachets, jasmine petal and organic peppermint tea from 2 Leaves in a Bud from Basalt, Colorado. 2 Leaves in a Bud, very cute, Colorado, very Colorado of you. And then we got this Strike Gently, that must be the name of the company. This is a really cool pin, right? It's got 2 posts on it. Oh, those are neat backers too. It's not like your typical like cloche backer. I wonder how that works, actually. I wonder if it's a button. Huh, I gotta look this up, but I love this skull thing. It's like, I could totally see putting this on as some flair somewhere. So Olive Skull Pin, Strike Gently company out of Los Angeles, California. It feels very Los Angeles. It feels very like rocker, doesn't it? I was gonna see. Oh yeah, it's just a pin, but it's got like a cool backing. It looks like a push pin almost, right? It almost looks like a stud, like you would actually put it on permanently. I really like that. I think that's really cool. Yay, I'm glad I gave myself a little bit of time so that I can still wear it. And they gave you the 2 posts so you can put it on something really, you know, sturdy, like a leather jacket or, you know, a denim jacket or something else. So that means, right, because we talked about our pens. So we talked, okay, so they actually gave us a whole bunch of things. So there are, here we go. We have a jar of Botswana agate. That must be the jar of I think that the agate is supposed to go into this bottle, but they didn't want it to rattle around too much and break the bottle. That is my guess. Then we have a jar of black lava sea salt, which you can use to, it's really good on sweet things as like a, you know, to contrast super sweet things. So black lava sea salt is so good on like a good ice cream. This is from Pepper Creek Farms out of Lawton, Oklahoma. So by the way, the jar of agate is from Botswana because it's Botswana agate. Then we have a jar of lavender and a jar of witch hazel. So each of these jars counts as a separate item. That makes way more sense. So here is our lavender. I thought that looked familiar. And the jar of witch hazel is from Crystal Rock Healing. That's the name of the company. That's where I got messed up. And they're from Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. So we got 2 items from Crystal Rock Healing, the lavender and witch hazel, and then we got 2 items from Cognitive Surplus. So that was our 2 like duplicate companies. And then to add to, I love the idea of having all these like in a jar up there, right? I wonder if it's culinary lavender that you could actually use for cooking. Then we have our lava sea salt from Pepper Creek Farms, and we have our jar of Botswana agate. So obviously that is not edible, but let me see if I can open these up. So they all came in a little box. You could keep all of them in a box, but I mean, I just love the little bottles for one. So I think they must have gotten the ingredients and then actually put it together so that it's like a matching set. But look how pretty these stones are. I really love this one. It's almost got like a tiger eye quality to it where you can see through it, almost like a piece of amber or something. So yes, you could have fun being a little witchy, making your own potions and spells. Let's go over everything that we got, and you guys let me know in the comments below what witchy sensibility, what you would make out of one of these things, or what the item is that you like the most. So we got our Silver Poisonous Plants Journal. I absolutely love this. I think that it is gorgeous. I think my favorite thing though might be this skull pin, honestly, with the olive branch. Then we got our handmade bay leaf intention papers. I think that is a really cool idea and something really neat to do towards the end of the year and maybe in a setting with friends. We got 2 tea sachets that actually counted as one item, which I appreciate. We got our poisonous plants notepad, also from Cognitive Surplus, and they look really good together because they've got that purple theme going on. We got our mugwort packet. I have to remember what you're supposed to use mugwort for, and again, that came all the way from the UK. And then to add, or you could put some of the mugwort in the empty jar if you wanted to, since we got that empty jar. So we got kind of like a bunch of ingredients. We got our witch hazel and lavender. We got our lava sea salt. Yeah, lava sea salt. And then we got, let's see, 6 stones of that Botswana agate. And then of course we got our 3 amazing pens going with the color theme. There's our agate again. Going with the color theme, we got our 3 amazing pens in purple, black, and green from 3 different companies, but all ones that I really like. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you like seeing of Aspen mystery boxes when my budget allows, please let me know. And definitely check it out yourself if you love beautiful stationery and fun goods and the excitement of a mystery box. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope to see you soon.